Hi, it's Derek,
And I'm Brady.
and this is our presentation on Israel and how it operates with how to operate a business within it.
Our table of contents. First, we're going to go over a country overview, geography, climate, cities and regions, governments and politics, judiciary status, international monetary group involvement, languages, religions, currency and major industries, and the economy and the average salary. Then we're going to go into a cultural overview. That's going to include communication styles, verbal and nonverbal, the social structure, social and business etiquette.
Geography, climate, cities, and regions. Israel is located in between Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, and the Mediterranean Sea. It's also the home of Jerusalem. Summer's temperatures are usually around in the low 20s to the mid 30s, just like here in Canada. Winters are cool along the coast with temperatures ranging from low 20s degrees centigrade, so a little warmer than where we are here. Regions include Mount Hermon, the Supi, which is the bay, which is in the photo right at the bottom there, and the salty Dead Sea, which is basically a desert right now. Israel is also the home of the constantly feuding Gaza Strip. The technology and business center of Israel is Tel Aviv.
So, government and politics. Israel is avid with democracy, and it's ran using a parliamentary system. Israel is kind of a rarity, based on where it is located on the map. A lot of the surrounding countries are run by dictatorships and are just plagued with terrorism and corruption. Israel was actually created by the United States after the Second World War as kind of a safe haven for Jewish people. Another fact about Israel is that it has a mandatory 2-year military service requirement upon turning 18 years old.
International money involvement. Israel is a supporting member of the World Bank. According to the data produced by the World Bank, Israel is a high-income country.
If you look to the right of the slide, you can just see like an example of Israel's currency and how it looks. Religion and demographics. Below is information pertaining to the religions according to region. So as you can see, areas like Jerusalem are very, very high population density of Jewish people, with a total of 1,058,000 people being Jewish within that region, 67% of the region. Tel Aviv, which is the business and technology center of Israel, is actually 93% Jewish, with a population of 1,368,000 people. So a large portion of Israel is Jewish. It's kind of the Jewish hub of the world, but that doesn't exclude Arabic people living within the country as well. As you can see in places like the northern regions of Israel, there's a 54% Arabic population at 1.38 million as well. Another little fact that is key to know is the Knesset, which is a biblical term meaning assemblage, is composed of numerous parties with liberal, centrist, and conservative platforms representing the country's multiple ethnic and cultural groups, including Israel's 16% Arab population who are Israeli citizens. So this group is basically just, it looks after the cultural and religious affairs for those demographics.
Currency and major industries. Israel's economy is comprised of very diverse and advanced sectors like high-level technology, high-level production and manufacturing, which is important for a business these days. One of the world's centers for diamond polishing and cutting, incredible production of firearms and combat equipment, like you can see in the corner.
That's an Israeli manufactured Desert Eagle. That's kind of the cornerstone firearm that Israel's known for producing, that's world famous.
The average income of a single income household is $2,572. And for a dual income home, it's $3,428 roughly.
And that's a monthly income.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get into the cultural overview portion of our presentation here. So, communication, verbal and nonverbal. Israeli people are very direct and to the point when verbally communicating. Foreigners can often mistake them for being blunt or rude, and it might sound like they're yelling or annoyed, but this is actually just a normal tone of voice. Marketplaces, picture any kind of bizarre market you've seen in any movie ever, then that's the actuality for how people conduct business in marketplaces. There's yelling, cars honking, all things of that sort. So that's just normal mannerism, and that's how marketplaces work. Now, for nonverbal communications within Israel and the people, Israelis appreciate honesty and disclosure over lies. And if you're honest in business, it will be returned. In terms of body language and things like that, held and maintained eye contact is preferred. People often speak within arm's reach of each other, so like 1 to 2 feet. And that's very normal. It's also kind of rude if you back away from someone when they're speaking with you, so avoid doing that, especially if it's a potential business opportunity. Another thing to note is that people following various religions will actually maintain distance when speaking. The common gestures here in Canada carry the same meaning in Israel, meaning that if you give someone a thumbs up, it means okay or good. If you beckon someone to come near you by like pointing your finger and waving it towards you, that also means that it means the same thing in Israel.
Social, business, culture, and etiquette. Well, the drinking age is in Israel is 18. Too bad it's not like that here in Canada. Yeah, there's a mandatory 2 years of military service once you turn 18, though, so can't really go out partying too much. Nightlife and bars in the center of Tel Aviv are most popular forms of culture, just sort of like here in Canada, like going to Rebel and stuff like that. Women and men both approach each other in terms of dating, same as here in Canada. Casual attire is the same as Canadian wear, and if religious adornment is required, then people wear their respective attire. Business attire is the same as in Canada, so suit and tie are as formal as everyone else. Punctuality in business is valued. No surprise there. Agendas are followed carefully for meetings, which is a good thing. And it's always good to wait to be invited to use first names.
In conclusion, we think Israel would be a very good country to conduct business in. They're very efficient people. Their technology is great. They're one of the world leaders in terms of manufacturing, meaning like production quality, low error rates, and this is attributed to their high levels of technology in Israel. In terms of cultural aspects, it wouldn't be very difficult to operate in Israel, considering a large amount of the like social norms and the way people conduct in public are the same as here in Canada. Yeah, and Israel also has a very, very stable economy, meaning if you were to set up shop in Israel, you wouldn't be at risk of like a collapsing economy anytime soon. Something to take note of is that being located in the Middle East, kind of in the hub of terrorism and like conflict currently, it would be good to note that that could also be a threat to your business if things were to erupt any further. Yeah. This is our citation page. Mm-hmm. Thank you for listening to us today about why we think Israel would be a great place to conduct business. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.